and you feel like you can't get out of it, but the concept of the devil is that it is on loose chains. So you feel each other's obsessions, you feel each other's shadows, you feel each other's sins. You have the devil, and at the back of the deck you have the Two of Cups. This can be multitude of things, Leo. So this could be like a toxic connection where you feel there's a soulmate or karmic connection. It doesn't always have to be toxic, but this could be a connection or relationship, or it doesn't even have to be romantic, where you have this like toxicity or toxicity attraction, or there's like bound attraction. It comes from, because the devil, it has this powerful energy of like binding you to a soul contract, like a soul contract to the devil. You feel you are bound by something that is like sinister, and it's like depths of the soul in regards to your shadow, and you feel like you can't get out of it, but the concept of the devil is that it is on loose chains. See the snake here in the interpretation of the Bible. Snakes are often in regards to the devil or Lucifer or Lilith, where it's like this obsession and this like you're sinning. So it could be a connection that's connected in regards to like there's this obsessive energy where you feel like you're chained to each other and you can never disconnect, and potentiality of like this is a person that you feel bound to, but you're not healthy. You fill each other's cups in the sense of you fill each other's obsessions, you fill each other's shadows, you fill each other's sins, and you kind of play on this obsession and confinement to each other from the shadow aspect. So it could be that the devil is this like contamination of how you see relationships, that it has to be this obsession, it has to be this contamination of love, or it has to be this codependency where you're confined to the person and you feel like you can't unchain yourself because you're so entrapped by this obsession energy, or almost like the attraction is playing upon your own shadow. So if this is an individual or relationship you're in, Leo, this has to do with someone like both of you in the karmic sense. If it is a karmic relationship, both of you have like your Chiron in the same sign, or your Chiron fully versatile in astrology, but I know Chiron and Chiron wounding in relationships, it can signify this is like where your soul tie is, especially if you have like Chiron with Venus energy, because our Venus sign is connected to how we love and how we show up in relationships. So like for instance, if you have a Venus in Scorpio, you could have this sense of like you need to have this like obsessive energy in your emotional state in your relationship, and if you don't, like you need your partner to be obsessed with you, you need your partner to be completely immersed in you. The shadow of it is like if we're not obsessed with each other, it's not truly love. That's not the case. This is definitely Leo looking into like what brings you to your shadow. What, like, I feel like your shadow is the one that's leading your confinement to certain behaviors, to certain people, to certain things. So it's really looking at like what you feel you're bound to, what you feel you're contracted to fulfill, if you are actually contracted to that, because it's like contraction to the devil, contraction, not contraction, a contract to your shadow and fulfilling that shadow. A contract. The devil is also like you feel like you're binded to someone else's decisions on your life, because in traditional tarot, the devil is the one and he's binding two souls that have chains around their necks, but the chains are loose and they can easily just like unwrap them, put them over their heads, and make a choice to take control of their life. So it's essentially like your shadow, like sinister side of you, or that more seductive side of you, and like giving into your seductive nature, your shadow nature. But if you haven't, the devil, if you haven't mastered your seduction, if you haven't mastered your obsessions, that energy can, like, as you can see, the snake is wrapped around their necks. The snake is powerful. Using seduction is powerful in the sense of, like, especially if you have, like I said, Venus in Scorpio, or even if you have like Venus in Scorpio and then you have Lilith in Libra. Lilith shows us like our shadow side. Is your shadow the one that's leading or making you, binding you to certain people or situations? Because the devil embodies the themes of temptation, bondage, and your shadow aspects of desire. So this symbolizes the grip of materialism and the chains that bind you to your earthly desires and feeling confined to them. This can be temptation and seduction for you this month, which can signify the allure of material pleasures and the ways in which you can become ensnared by your desires. And Leo, you are given the invitation this month to confront your shadow aspects, to recognize in which ways you may be allowing yourself to be controlled by your cravings and addictions. But when we see the devil with the Two of Cups, this is offering profound insights into the nature of romantic connection, temptation, and the delicate balance between love and obsession this month, Leo. While the Two of Cups does represent a deep bond that forms between two individuals in love, devil is actually symbolizing the temptation to indulge in excess and lose sight of your true values within this relationship. These two cards together is suggesting for you, Leo, to navigate the temptations that threaten to pull a relationship off course because you're tempted or seduced, or you're paying more attention to addictions and obsessions in a relationship that are guiding you to, leading you astray. Like your addictions and temptations in the shadow aspect of a relationship is leading you guys astray, where the relationship is becoming more dark and obscured and deceitful. This is literally getting everything you want. So there could be the temptation of getting everything you want, of maybe doing something more sinister that might put you in a binding situation where you get everything you want, Ten of Pentacles, but it is binding you in a contract to fulfill that Ten of Pentacles. This is because the devil is signifying that you are bound by your possessions. The Ten of Pentacles is actually indicating that you have a lot to lose if you strive for something more meaningful in life. So this is but being seduced by earthly materialism, or someone giving you a big paycheck and you selling out, but there's a price to pay in regards to signing the signature to the devil. So this is a reminder, Leo, to take a step back and evaluate what truly matters in life, as true abundance comes from a balance between material and non-material aspects, and this could signify that you are giving in to your addictions, obsessions, and sacrificing something like your values in order to get the Ten of Pentacles, in order to get that abundance, financial security. And we got the Two of Cups again. You could be sacrificing financial stability for a relationship, or sacrificing a relationship to have emotional stability. So this could feel like you have to pick this or this, and it's like giving into your addictions or your obsessions. You know what I'm getting, Leo? I'm getting like a Bonnie and Clyde situation where it's like we give all our funds in order to you feel like you have to give all your funds in order to get your dream relationship, which could be at the cost of giving in a relationship that is basically like you're basing a relationship from your shadow aspects of obsession and making it the entire relationship. It's like bringing in two unhealed people and hoping for the best, and what happens is these individuals are going to burn it all in order to be together. And if that means completely dissipating their existence for just the thrill, for just the fun, your addictions, your obsessions, your temptations, that's what it takes. burn it all in order for us to spend the last moments together, in order to give in to our temptations. Pentacles, this is actually implies, Leo, that your personal relationship, that you closely link your material or financial success with your relationships. But this can also imply that you will meet someone who actually shares the wealth of experience with you, and who in turn contributes to your personal wealth and happiness. But there is that cost. There is like this binding, this contract, where you're giving in to your addictions, your obsessions, your temptations, in order to have this wealth abundance with this individual. This is like, this is definitely a Bonnie and Clyde story, because this, or like, feel like you have to give in to your obsessions, your addictions, in order to make this, the financial success of this relationship, to work. Because the Seven of Swords, you're giving in. With the Two of Cups, your Seven of Swords is you're giving in to like stealing in this relationship. It can be like, at short term, you do get the financial success, you do get the thrill, you do get the love, the excitement, but it is short-lived, because we have the Seven of Swords, and like, you're stealing from other people in order to create fulfillment and financial success for you in this connection, in this relationship. So this signifies Two of Cups with Seven of Swords. This signifies that there could be hidden agendas, or one partner feels cheated on or betrayed. So the Two of Cups with the Seven of Swords is actually signifying for you, Leo, that someone in your life is seeking to disrupt an existing relationship, possibly because they want a fast solution or change or financial success through stealing. So this, someone in your life is likely to be deceitful or manipulative, trying to persuade you or the person you're with to leave the other for financial success. So it's like giving into a temptation, a paycheck, and sacrificing for something else. It is a relationship that is based off honesty and possible betrayal.